Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamika Jean Marie and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. And I'm excited about this video. I've been giving this a lot of thought as I am on my journey of self-discovery, especially as I've turned 50. I've really been working through fashion, what that looks like at mid-age. I feel like many women in their 50s, I still feel youthful. I still am youthful, but I feel youthful, but I know that there are things or trends that do lean a little young, and I don't want to look like I'm trying to look young. I still want to dress in a way that is flattering, that fits my style, fits my personality, but is also not frumpy or old, but fashionable, not necessarily trendy. I think fashionable and trendy to me are two different things. But I say all that to say that I am excited to talk about this year's fall fashions, kind of fall winter fashions. And as I was looking through and watching other videos of some things that were trending, I started thinking of first, none of it seems like they're trends. They all seem like things that we would typically wear in the fall and winter. But also, what things were suitable for a woman at a big age, for a woman over 50, and whether or not we can even still get away with wearing many of the things that are considered trends. So I started looking in my closet and I started looking at the list of all the things that they say were trends. And I wanted to pull out what are the things that I already have and what may be some gaps or some things that I may want to get in the future. So I started to assess the list and realizing that on many of the lists, I already have these things and you probably already have them too. So maybe it's the time that we go to our closet, we go through the back of the closet and we start to pull out those things that we may not have thought about wearing and we bring them out for this new fall, winter season. So the first thing I think is pretty simple and I think any age, any generation, anyone could wear it, and that are these earth tones, especially the chocolate browns and these deep navies. I really, really am loving that. I went to my closet and I started kind of looking at some pieces that I already had for the fall winter. I have this chocolate brown cardigan that I got from Amazon that I wear quite often to work. But then what I loved, and which I also see when we're thinking about these earth tones, is the moss green. And this is a sweater that I got, I want to say, it's from Banana Republic that I got last year. So when I think about that chocolate brown earth tone items that are really in this year, I'm pretty sure if any of us were to go to our closet right now, we have these things. But consider the deep navies as an option for what you may want to bring into your wardrobe that you may not already have for the fall season. But I'm excited about that. And as I started thinking about chocolate browns, I will never not talk about handbags, but last year I was in the Goodwill and in my hometown, and I came across these two chocolate brown handbags from Vera Bradley. And you guys are going to have to give me your thoughts on Vera Bradley. Vera Bradley always seemed very mature to me, but I thought in the solid chocolate color, it was actually quite beautiful. It's fabric, and they're both chocolate brown. I got them last year, and I have not had an opportunity to wear them yet. But as I think about the trends, and I think about my wardrobe, and I think about this, how flexible it is to wear these chocolate colors, even with navy, I think it's quite beautiful. So if you don't have a chocolate brown sweater or cardigan or something like that, you may want to look and maybe grab a chocolate brown handbag that may be in the back of your closet that you haven't pulled out in a while. Like I haven't pulled out these Vera Bradley bags, which are quite beautiful. And I got them, I would say it was last year, I think I got them for like $5 each. So I think that was really a steal. And I think we could all agree that the deep dark chocolates really elevate an outfit without it feeling overdone. Next is what I'm wearing right here, which is a brooch. I was so excited to see that brooches were back in style because I have several, and I'll show you in just a second. But it reminded me back in the day when I was in high school, way back in the day, I used to work at a place called the Accessory place, and one of our biggest sellers, I remember this specifically, were brooches. So I feel like all things come back around. Like what I was wearing in high school is back. And actually one of those brooches was from, which I will show you, is actually from the Accessory place that over 30 years ago. I think that brooches are such an underrated accessory. I would say that honestly, my fear about wearing brooches is always losing them. You kind of forget that they're on there. Sometimes you wash them, they fall off. So that's kind of my fear with brooches. But I do think that they really have an opportunity to elevate an outfit. I believe maybe many of us may already have some in the back of our jewelry boxes that we may want to just pull out for this fall winter season. These are the brooches that I have in my collection. I have this one. This was given to me by my grandmother. It's something that I value. It's a family heirloom, and I thought it was very pretty to kind of put on this shirt. This one right here is a butterfly that I actually purchased from when I worked at the Accessory place back in high school, and I still have it. It's still in excellent, beautiful condition. This butterfly. I also have, is this a dragonfly? Please correct me if I'm wrong. This is a dragonfly. This I also got from my grandmother as an heirloom. She gave this to me. This is another brooch that I got from my grandmother as well. It's a ladybug. I believe this is a ladybug. Please correct me if I get any of these insects incorrectly. And I can say that one thing about brooches is that this was a brooch that my grandmother had. This was a brooch that I purchased. Multiple generations purchasing brooches. So I think that which tells me that they always come back. They always come back. And they're beautiful gifts and beautiful heirlooms to be able to pass on from generation to generation. And what I love about brooches is that they have personality. Whether it's a ladybug, dragonfly, butterfly, they have such personality. So I'm super excited that brooches are back. I think for me, I got to get over the fear of possibly losing them, especially the ones that my grandmother gave me. So if you have any ways that you ensure that you don't lose your brooches, please let me know, because I really want to get wear out of these. These are beautiful. I think that they should be brought into the sunlight and shared with the world and not just kept in my jewelry box. Next is a shoe trend that I, again, would not consider a trend, but they're calling it a trend, and that are loafers. I have my favorite pair of loafers here. These are my Sam Edelson. I did buy these this year, and I've gotten a lot of wear out of them. I originally wanted to buy the Gucci loafers. I always start at the high top. And I started looking for some Gucci loafers, and I was like, you know what? That is not in my price range. And then I saw the loafers from Coach, and I was like, I love Coach leather when it comes to their shoes. So I did purchase the Coach loafers, but they were too narrow, they were too tight, so I returned them, and then did a little bit more searching and came across the Sam Edelman loafers, which I love, and I get tons and tons of wear out of them, and I know that they are going to be something that I continue to wear throughout the fall winter season. I have a second loafer that are a little bit chunkier. These are from Cliff's. Not sure. I think I probably got these from the sticker, probably like a Ross, Marshalls, or TJ Maxx, and have not worn these as much as you can see. I think I may have worn these once, but I do believe I'll get a lot of wear out of these as we get into the fall winter season, because they are very different than these. I think where I see the gap in my loafers is I don't have a brown pair. And I mentioned it during my video. I did a video on John Joseph shoes and how much I love them, and I love their flats, and I mentioned on that video that they had these suede loafers that were to die for, and I've put them on my Christmas list. So That is a brown loafer is a gap that I have, but hopefully when we go into next year, I'll be able to purchase them. I don't think that they're anything that I need right now, but they would definitely be something that I will look to purchase in the future. And it's great to see that they are on trend. I don't think that I've fashionably worn a loafer since high school when I would wear penny loafers. So I can't believe it. Like everything that I did in high school is coming back. So I don't know what that says. Is that a good thing? Let me know that everything comes back. But I'm glad to see loafers are back because I did enjoy wearing them in high school and I'm enjoying wearing them now. The next is metallic accents. And I think that that can go a variety of different ways. Of course, with our jewelry, and when you think about mixed metals, heavy metallic accents on belts. I see a lot of belts with a lot of metallic accents, handbags, shoes with studs. We're seeing that a lot of as well. When I was doing my John Joseph video, there were a lot of shoes with studs on them. So like those metallic accents are definitely back. When I think about what I have in my wardrobe, I have these two metallic handbags, gold and silver. And these are my formal handbags that I wear. Kind of that metallic accent with an outfit, which I think is a way to do it. The kind of that metallic accent on a belt here. This is a belt that I've been getting a lot of wear from Amazon. I think it's beautiful. I love that it is trending. I've had these metallic handbags. I've had this handbag forever. And it's one of my go-tos. So it's not something that is here today and gone tomorrow. And I believe that belt will be the same way. I think that it'd be something to always be able to jazz up an outfit. And because I dress pretty plainly, I like to have my accessories and my accents be the pop to make an outfit more exciting. So a metallic belt is definitely a way to do it. Next is my favorite trend. And I think that is accessible for women at any age, but I think looks even better when you're mature, and that is snakeskin. There's something about a woman in her 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100 that can rock snakeskin that I think looks so effortless and so chic. I don't have a lot of it in my closet. However, because I am a belt lover, I do have this snakeskin belt, leather belt that I got from the Gap that I would definitely use to spice up or add some accents to an outfit. You can't go wrong with a snakeskin belt. I would love to add a snakeskin purse to my wardrobe as well at some point. That's definitely been something that I've been thinking about and wanting to add in for a very long time. I think for my first video that I ever put on YouTube, I was talking about wanting a snakeskin purse. This is a snakeskin skirt that I got. I got this from ThredUp. I got this secondhand. This is beautiful. I cannot wait to pull it out and wear it. So I'm so happy to see that it's staying a trend or relevant for the fall winter season. So excited about that. And lastly, one of the trends that it goes back to handbags. I have to bring handbags into most and all the conversations that you and I have here is the slouchy handbag. And I wanted to show my favorite slouchy handbag, and that is my Loewe puzzle. The puzzle bag is known for its slouchiness, especially as you wear it. But that slouchy leather or suede handbag is definitely on trend. And this has been my go-to handbag. So it's getting softer and softer as you use it and wear it, which is what I love about handbags. But that slouchy handbag is definitely in this fall, and I would say that most of us probably have it. The leather is aged and beautiful, and I think as mature women, we probably already have it. We just gotta, like I said, get it from the back of the closet, bring it out, and wear it a little bit more. So what do you think about these trends that I discussed with you today. All these pieces remind me that you do not need to chase trends, that they're right there in our closet, and that you can shop your closet and really embrace all the things that and they begin to feel new again when you, like I said, when you take them and you take them from the back and you pull it to the front, it feels new. It feels like this is a new item. Like I found something new again, and especially when we talk about shopping our closet. So thank you so much for joining me today. Is there anything that I mentioned today that you would say, hey, I have it in my back of my closet and I want to pull it out and use it this fall? If you would like more videos on my discussions about turning 50 and self-discovery and all the things that come with that, I would love to see you in some future videos, and I've got some listed down below that you may enjoy as well. So thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.